Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rob. Let's go ahead and make sure you all can hear me. If you would please go ahead and type the number 1 in the questions box. Let me know that you can. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Welcome, everyone, back to a regular trading week. Morning, Helen. Hey, Robert. Good to hear you there, sir. Afternoon, Kevin. Back to a regular trading week after our shortened week last week with the day off and half day there on Wednesday. So it was a nice break, but it's time to get back to making money. Uh-oh, which party did you see, Judy? From 4th of July? A lot, yeah, we had a lot of different parties going on this weekend. We had 4th of July party, which is always a blast. And then we had, that was on Thursday. And then we had an engagement party on Saturday and a 80th surprise birthday party for my mother-in-law yesterday. So we were pretty psycho busy this week. Yeah, the engagement party, you know, Judith, it was like 92 degrees out where we were, and they did it outside under a tent. So it didn't make for the best picture-taking weather there. So, oh my goodness gracious. Well, yeah, we had a good time. Hope you guys did as well. I hope you had a great, relaxing weekend, and you're ready to rock and roll back into this week now. So, yeah, the birthday party was awesome. We made my mother-in-law cry. My wife did all of it, of course, but she made her mom cry when she saw the party. So it was her and her brother that put it together. But it was nice. It was really nice. It's wonderful to be able to do stuff like that. So, all right, coming up July 10th, which is this week, on Wednesday, is Mastermind Group. Trading You Academy is coming up on the 17th. We did one last week. It was awesome. Monster Market Movers will be the 24th. Mastering the Trade will be the 31st. And then Patterns in a Flash, Tony has for his students going on August 1st. So here we are, Power Hour each and every Monday. E-mini Trader Talk, our think tank is this evening. I think last week was 260 or 280 we pulled in or something for the night, so not bad. Power Option plays every Tuesday and Sunday. And hold on a second. Let me do something. That's better. Okay, there we go. Let me hit save. They're gone, guys. There are no more on-demands. We've yanked them off. They're done. I know many of you took advantage of it over the weekend, and you were able to capitalize on it. So congrats on that. But at this point, we've taken them down off the site. You have access to them if you have them on your account, of course, lifetime or the 30 days, whatever it is. But other than that, we've taken them down off the site. They're not available. So just making sure that we didn't make that mistake, right? And I know we got this stuff taken care of today. So, and then we have the follow us page, which is always a blast. We're doing well there. I love it. Judith said my wife did an awesome job planning the party. Maybe we should start a business in party planning. Yeah, probably don't want to deal with someone else's headaches. We want to be the ones at the party, not giving the parties, you know, not planning the parties for people. We want to be going to the parties. Cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and take this down. So let's take a quick look at the day. Let's start off with the S&P 500, right? So if we look at, you know, this right here is Friday. Let me maximize the chart on the screen. So here's our Friday. Right in here is Friday, right, between these lines. Right, that's the day of Friday. And right here starts Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern. Right? We opened up flat. We started to drift down. We got in right about here, and I'm off a little bit with that, but that's where midnight hit. Right? We continued down. We had a little bit of a pop into the open of the European markets. Then we just had this stair step the whole rest of the day. A little bit of a pop there where we thought it was going to take off as the market opened. It was more here, kitty, and we've gotten into, let me free this up, get rid of the drawing tools, and let's zoom in now. You know, more into this descending triangle that's setting up in here. right? We've got there-ish. And right in there. So overall pattern showing a bearish. Now we broke through with the last candle, but let me just try to get this line where it actually belongs, right? Let me just make sure that we're good. I want to capture as many points on that line as possible. So if I come down to this wick right here, I'm not getting enough points, right? So I can go ahead and here, let me do it this way. I'll kind of play with it a little bit. So I'm looking at this point right there. I don't really get enough points, right? Using it off of that point. Now, if I take this and drag it up to this point, well, actually, let's do here. If I drag it down to this point right here, let me get the pen again, right? I definitely do better. I got a couple of days hitting here. I got the 1 day hit here. But if I go up just a scant more and pick up that day, that I said day, but bar, just a couple bars back right here, I have my best opportunity of capitalizing on the overall pattern that's in here now, right? So we broke down. I love this, guys. I love the pattern setting up right now. And this is the ES. I love the pattern setting up right now because what's happening? We broke out to the downside, right? We're coming back up and we're testing. What do we have left in time here on this bar? Let's see, where are we? Oh, so we just finished. No, we got 1 minute. We have 1 minute left on this bar, right? We're at 12:09. We got 1 minute left on the bar. So if we can close near that 29.76 quarter level and fail, that gives us a great opportunity as a potential bearish trade. Now, you may want to jump in before the bar fails, closes and fails. Right? You just got to look at where your next targets are. And look how important that horizontal line is as we go back historically. Right? All in this cluster here, support, oops, not what I wanted to do. Support right in here, and then resistance right up here. Just bring that back in. So now where do we see some a target? We definitely have to be concerned with these lows on Friday, which it's not just Friday's low. There's a lot of congestion back here on the 2nd where we kept coming up as a resistance to that level and could not violate it. And then to the downside, one more time, let's see if it does break. Let's see. I feel comfortable there. So we're at 76. We're looking at 71. So 5 points to the downside, which is not bad at all. And then 63 would be the next downside target. So, all right, so we closed, that 1 minute's over. You got that rollover. You could look at, just hitting sell and taking that. You could wait for it to push back up. We can definitely measure. I teach an advanced strategy on some of the fib stuff that I've done in the past, like on Fib Secrets. I teach an advanced strategy where we go from, we use another Fibonacci tool to determine the place of where we want to see that breakout happen, right? But this is why we wait for the close to take it instead of just the breakout. We close up and then we continue popping. So we're not there yet. But that's where we are ES right now. We've got that descending wedge or triangle forming in there for us right now. We've got some resistance around that 3,000 level, although we did not ring the bell on the S&P 500 on the stock. Actually, let me fix this. I did this before for a shot that I took for Twitter. All right, I much like it better this way. So our high on the 3rd was $3,000.25. Our high on the 5th was $3,006. So we've had 2 days on a high that we have pushed up above that 3,000. On a close, we closed at $3,000.25. Actually, the high was $3,150. So we just got above at 50 cents, 25 cents. We got 25 cents above on the close. It was just a ring the bell. That's all it was on the futures, is let's just get it out of the way. Everybody stop talking about it. Everybody get back to work. Focus, focus, focus. right? Now there's concerns in the market right now, right? There's concerns of the Fed, right, with interest rates, right? There's some fears that they may drop rates, and good for economy, bad for economy, good for market, bad for market. The market's actually planning in a 1/4 point drop, and I don't remember what the percentage was, but there's a chance of a 50% or 50 basis point drop in the market. Right? That would be interesting to see how the market would hold up if we did that. I don't know if the economy is there, but market would not be too upset with lower interest rates. It all depends how the dollar fares versus the yen and the euro and some of those. But we definitely have some things on the horizon to be focused on with the overall marketplace, right? So we had some great movers today, right? Amazon, we had a great gap fill on Amazon today, right? Worked extremely well for us, right? Let's see. We had multiple stocks go through on our market alerts. Oh, by the way, guys, as I went through the free classes and the stuff going on, I want you to take note. I forgot to mention this. There is a free class that I'm going to be teaching. Let me say it this way. There are a couple of different individuals that have transitioned in the last 6 months that have transitioned to trading full-time, right? Whether they retired, meaning their job was done, they were done working, it was just time to retire, and now they're trading full-time, or they've traded in their job for a full-time trader where they're now trading full-time, right? One of the two. But I get the questions over and over again. We get emails on a regular basis. Amelia fields tons of them of, how do I know I'm ready? How do I know I'm there? And even more importantly, even a bigger question is not how do I know I'm ready or I'm there, but what do I do to get there? I know I'm not ready. I know I'm not there. What am I missing, or what can I do to get there? Well, I think we call the class how to become a professional trader, or something along those lines. You'll see we'll do 2 or 3 of them in July, maybe 2 in July, 1 in August, something like that. But we've got them on the docket now, on the schedule. We're just getting all the web pages together, and then we'll release it to you guys. But it is a free workshop for you guys. If you have an interest in learning what professional traders do, if you have an interest in learning what it takes to become a professional trader, if you've got the desire and the will, and you're willing to put in some work, and you really want to know how this stuff happens and how it works, then you're going to want to get to that free workshop, right? So keep your eye on it. As it's coming up, right? Trade like a pro is what we called it. Thank you, Amelia. Trade like a pro. I'm good at naming them. I'm just not good at remembering them, right? That's because we haven't taught it yet. That's why. Trader Will said, "Sign me up. Always ready for more." I know you are, Will. I know you are. Yeah. So, guys, just keep your eyes out for that. Hopefully you guys have the desire, and that's really the biggest part. You've got the desire to make it happen. If you do, I can help get you there. But I can't force the horse to drink, even if I get the water right in their face, right? I can bring you to the water. I can't make you drink. And I refuse to make you drink at all. So Robert says, fear they raise rates, fear they drop rates, fear they keep rates the same. We're never happy, are we? Nope, we're not, Robert. That's just it. I mean, it's just it's just not there. It's not there. I mean, we are just such a screwed up society. It is unbelievable. Truly unbelievable. Jeff said, definitely want this class. I know, Jeff, and so many do. I hear it over and over again from people of, I want more, I want more, I want more. Right? So we had a couple good trades go off today. Guys, you know that what we send out on Trade Watch alerts, or you should know, what we send out on Trade Watch alerts, Amelia trades everything that we do. She takes every single trade that we put in there and she follows through on that trade, right? So I think it was Shopify this morning. We were on the phone on a conference call today, and she had that trade in, and I think she locked it in or was getting close to locking it in, the getting out of the trade already at that point. How did you want to make it out on that one today, Amelia? Should have done well. So we were on the phone at 10 a.m. We got on to a quick conference call. Yeah, Robert said, damn Democrats making us, well, okay, I probably don't want to read that out loud. Because I don't think it's Democrats, it's only Democrats now, right? If Democrats are in the White House, which they will be again at some point, it'll be the Republicans that are doing the same thing to the other side. I just think I love the old joke of what do you call 1,000 lawyers at the bottom of the ocean, a good start, right? I think that's politicians much more than it is attorneys. I love my attorney, right? So Amelia was in the trade on Shopify for 26 minutes. She got $180 profit per contract locked in her pocket after 26 minutes, 24% rate of return. Guys, you need to start trading some of what we do on Trade Watch Alerts. Did anybody else get that shop trade off today? I know there's a couple of you in here. Yeah, well, she did a good job with it. I'm telling you, Amelia's become a trained killer when it comes to trading. Karen said, yep, she got it. Awesome, Karen. Good. I love hearing it. Love hearing it. A couple more of you got it. She did a spread on it, Jeff. She did a spread on it. So she sold the spread credit and then she bought it back. All right. Oh, you're welcome, Jeff. Oh, it was a call. My bad, Jeff. She did a directional trade on it. She did the call on it. I thought you had said you were in the spread on it. But 24% in 26 minutes, locking $180 if you only did one contract, I think you're pretty good. I think you did pretty good for those of you that did it. Awesome. Awesome. We had a couple of others go out today as well, but that was just one of them, right? We talked about a bounce off of Fibonacci's on one of them. We talked about a bounce off moving averages on another. 1% a minute. Yeah, well, Robert, that's not too bad, right? I think that's okay. I think we're pretty good there. 1% a minute. That's what most mutual funds make, right? 1% a minute. Not bad at all. There you go, Robert. Cool. Yeah, so trading's been going good, guys. I hope you have been banging the doors down. This has been a good summer so far. I know we have some people that are doing extremely well, others that are struggling, just trying to find their way. Let me do this. Let me close this. Oh, okay, good. So here, right? So in power option plays this weekend, I went through and said, okay, we measured back and we measure off closing date, stop out date, right? So we measured back the trades we took, and each different color, whether it's purple or whether it's this orange color, is a different week, right? It's a different trading week. The purple is, the one that's in purple there, 52,416. That's the P&L for the week, right? The one that's in orange is the P&L for the next week. So we just kind of vacillate back and forth, right? The green box here is the trading month. So for the month of June, we were up $154,000. So we did okay there. I don't even know what it equates to in trades. Let's see. Line 164 to line 188, 64, 74, 84. So 25 trades we did in there, right, for the last month. We had some really good weeks, don't get me wrong. Now, 154. Let me ask you this. One for yes, two for no. How many of you would complain at $154,000 a month? That when I say complain, meaning it's not enough. One of you would complain, yes. Two of you would not. Yeah. Yeah, there you go, Grant. Hey, I'd like 155,000. Well, I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. Right? So, looking to get there. You'll be there, Larry. No question. You will. All right? So, guys, here's the thing. If we just scroll up a little bit, you will see that we had a monthly P&L the month before of 105,000. Right? And we just kind of move and groove. Right? We had $151,983 week in the market. All right, those purple trades right there, those purples on the top, were all 1 week. We had $184,000 month. No worry, Rosemary. Yeah, Jim said it would be a blessing for a year, and that's kind of where I'm going with it, guys. If you don't do all of this, but you only do some, right? And again, it goes back to wanting to be that professional trader, right? Listen, there are many of you that own your own business out there. I would venture to say most of you don't go to work every day, to your job or your business every day and say, no, 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 we don't want more business. We're happy where we are. We won't take on any new customers. Very few businesses look at it that way, right? You open another location, you hire more people, you take on the business, right? I'm not saying all business is good business, but I'm talking about saying no business at all. Not, no, I won't work with Walmart, right? I get that. I would get not wanting to work at Walmart, and I can say that because I've worked with Walmart before, right? Jeff said I'd be happy with 10%. And again, I understand, Jeff. It's all a matter of where are you at now and where do you want to get to? There's a path, a system, a way to get you there, but you've got to want it. I can't want it for you. You've got to want it for you. I do want it for you, but you're really the one that has to make it happen, not me. So if you didn't get $151,000 for the week, you got $1,500 for the week. I bet you many of you would be ecstatic. You might be trading with a smaller account. Don't look at that number and say, I can't achieve that, so this makes no sense to me. Why would I be in power options plays? I don't have that kind of money to trade. To go ahead and pull in $28,000 on one trade, $26,000 on another, $10,000. Oh wait, we had a $936 loss as well. Right now, this was a transitional week. The market shifted. Everything moved in our direction. The stars aligned. Right? It was all perfect for us that week. Doesn't mean every week works out that way. We have a couple of good weeks in there. Here was a $10,000 week. We got off 3 trades. Right? In there. So I don't want you looking at anybody's numbers. What we do here, what the trader you talk to, your friend, someone else that you see online or that you listen to or watch, and they're making X, I don't want you to look at that and say, I can't achieve that level because I'm not there. I don't have that kind of account to get started. You don't need that kind of account. You don't. Guys, you could have traded Amazon today, right? You could trade, let me get TradeStation here. I don't have a stock. Oh, there we go. So let's go to Amazon. Look at Amazon, guys. We had this gap down on Amazon, right? We recovered right in this area here. Not great until Friday's trading day, okay? But here, watch. Let's move. Let's take this one here. G, why did it stop where it did here? 2-word phrase that if you do not have it ingrained in your head, print it out on a piece of paper, write it by hand, I don't care. Make it pretty on printer paper, I don't care. Just remember the double L's, look left. When you scroll back here and you go, oh, we were at that 1929 level as a resistance. We came down today as a support, and yeah, you guys are getting it. Look left, you're typing it in, right? And it took its bounce off of there, or you waited for, I don't care what the entry was for you, or you waited for the breakout of the moving averages, the cross of the moving average, the retest, and the bounce. I mean, guys, look what you're talking about from 1939 up to 1949, we'll call it. It's about just shy of a $10 move. Karen said, how did you catch this? I was watching the others, hard to catch things. So Karen, this took place, you know, if you look at it, this took place back here at almost 10 o'clock, right? Well, that's not actually true. 9:40 is when it tested that level, okay? It came down at 9:40 to test. So Karen, a couple of things. Having multiple monitors is one of them, right? Is one of them, multiple monitors. Number two is having the ability to set alerts up and tell me when we get to a certain price level, right? When we trigger on a certain stock at a certain price level. Those are two major functions to be able to do this. That's why once in a while I'll plug in 2 extra monitors into this system, and I've got 8 monitors on. I can't leave it on a desk because it looks horrible because of how far out it stretches. But I got 2 extra monitors. I turn the laptop on. I may have TOS on the laptop so I can watch some other charts, right? I could put Trade Navigator on my desktop because I have it on every one of my computers, right? But guys, if we look at Amazon and you were doing a trade as a day trade, and if you look just now at a 65 delta, open interest of at least 100, we've got 725 with a 65 delta, you're looking at about $23. You're looking at about $23 to do it, right? So $2,300 for one contract. The volume today on that was 1,363 contracts. Yeah, Robert said I need more monitors. You've already got 6, Robert. You've already got 6. Guys, here's what I want you to do. Here's exactly what I want you to do. If you want to be, I'm going to pick 7 now. Okay, we're probably going to pick 2 or 3, a maximum of 2 or 3 people that we're going to shoot a video. And in the video, we're going to have our setups. So you're going to get to see my trading setups. You're going to get to see Sean's trading setup. You're going to get to see Amelia's trading setup, right? We're going to highlight 1 or 2, maybe 3 students' setups. So all I want you to do is take a picture. Take a picture, take a picture, take a picture. Send it into support. Amelia will get it over to us. We'll pick out 2 or 3 of them, you know, at most, maybe just 1, we'll see. But we're actually, Sean and I are going to start shooting that video today. And what that video is not necessarily highlighting the monitors or the system rather. The video is a picture of your trading system, Brenda. So if you have 2 monitors, take a picture of them. If you've got 6 or 7 now, as Robert said, take a picture of them, right? I'm going to take pictures. Some of you have seen mine in my video series already. I'm going to take pictures of the one in my office, right? Here where I am now, my home office. And then my corporate office, I don't have the ability to put a 6-pack on the desk. The desk is too small. So we've got a 4-pack in there. And the 4-pack, what the video today is going to be is building that 4-pack. Now, some of you are trading off of laptops, and you're limited on the laptop of how, yeah, get a bigger desk, Robert. I like my desk a lot. It's a very grand type desk. It's very elegant is the word, not grand. Elegant is the right word for it. It's all wood and just beautiful. Anyway, what the video is going to be on is building out a multiple monitor trading system for a very small amount of money. And I'll give you an example. How many of you would like to learn how to take your existing laptop and for about $150 minus the monitors, you still need to buy the monitors, for about $150, you could go ahead and buy everything you need with the exception of the monitors, and you can run 4 monitors on top of your laptop, which means you'd have 5 screens. How many of you would like something like that? Right? Patty's like, yes, sir, I would. Rosemary's like, wow. Yeah, so we're shooting that video today, right? And we're shooting the video coming right out of the box. And don't worry about it, guys. Well, hey, Charles, good to see you, my friend. What we're going to do is we're going to put every one of the products that I used, we're going to put it in the video. So you'll know exactly what to go ahead and get, right? And we're going to set it all up. We're going to go through the settings and everything else and get the whole thing functionally set up, structured, and running. So if you have a trading system that you like and you're happy with, you know, like Robert, he built his system. I know Robert's proud of that system because he built it. Send it in, guys. Take a picture and shoot it into us, right? And we'll share some of them. Maybe we do a blog post, Amelia, you know, on what people are trading. right? So send those in. But guys, for $2,400, $2,300, you could have traded Amazon today. Yeah, Brenda said, I have a laptop. Then that's exactly it, Brenda. So you could stick a monitor in it, maybe two, but we're going to show you how to have multiple monitors on it. Now, there are restrictions to what your laptop is able to handle, but I'm really looking forward to shooting this video. A lot. All right, so Charles said, I've been busy with life, but I was able to do 3 covered calls this morning. Thanks, Rob. Did you do them off of this week's video, Charles? Because there were some killer candidates on this week's video. Brenda, what's 162G? Is that maybe the number of your laptop? You're right, William. Computers are cheap. The internet speed is more the issue. Absolutely. So you got some off of this week and some off of the previous candidates. That's good. Okay, 162 gigabytes. Okay, I mean, we're going to run it, guys. I've got a fairly powerful laptop. So we're going to run it. We'll be able to run 4 monitors is what we're running off of mine. So we'll show it. We'll show how it works. Right? Awesome. Okay, so let's go ahead and let me do another quick update here. I did one earlier, but let me get one that's closer to where we're doing right now. Let's go and pull up all charts, not just the pop candidates. All right? So guys, when we look at the S&P right now, we're pulling back towards that 8. There's concerns, are we going to hold here? There are fears about Apple not being able to hold its price. They were downgraded because by some analysts that's out there saying that because of the upcoming quarters, they're going to be losing business. They're not going to hit their numbers as far as their sales on their phones and some of their other products. So they've been downgraded by some of these analysts out there. Right or wrong, good or bad, I'm not saying that. It's just the fear in the market right now. Brenda said, what will extra monitors do to enhance our trading? I would love to find this study, Brenda, if I could. I will look again. I have it somewhere here. An actual study that was done in manufacturing. And what they found was an employee, not the owner of the business, because Brenda, you are the owner of your stock market trading business, right? So you're going to treat things differently than an employee might. But an employee with a second monitor on their desk at their workstation, they said, and I don't remember the exact number, but I'm close. It was like 23 or 28% increase in productivity by having that second monitor on the desk, right? Well, we see now, if it's your own trading business, imagine having that second monitor, what it does for you. What we see in trading, Brenda, is I don't have to change symbols, right? I don't have to change symbols. And what I mean by that is, if I'm looking at TradeStation, Brenda, and I've got Amazon here, and this is what I see. And now I've said, well, I wonder how Google's doing. Let's see. Okay, Google's kind of flat. I wonder how Apple's doing. All right. Okay, well, they kind of haven't done anything either. How about Chipotle Mexican Grill? CMG. There we go. Oh, it just popped. Oh, my goodness. I wish I would have caught that. I missed it in the last 5 minutes. Look at that candle. Right? That's what you're missing out on, Brenda, by having one monitor. Now, yes, you can, scale things down, and you can put this type of a graphic up there, and I get it, right? I get it, but let's go back there. But I'd rather be able to see multiple days or charts rather at one time than having to switch them out. Yeah, Larry said, Brenda, if you get the extra monitors, you'll never regret doing it. Patty says, are there mice that you can use simultaneously with your 6-pack setup? Patty, you can use the mouse that's on your laptop, or you can plug in another mouse. Right, Robert said you don't need to change programs and views either. If I want to look at Trade Navigator or if I want to go to Wealth Builders or go to the internet for something, I can have all of that set up. Right. So Grant said that there are companies that make fold-up monitors, and I know Grant has one because I've seen it. He had taken it to a seminar he was at that I taught a couple of years back, and I actually used his monitor. He came to my workshop when I did a free training class at night, and he sat there and watched me teach the class, and we used his monitor as a spare monitor. You're just limited to the number of USB ports you have on that, is all it is. But yep, you can do that to plug in that extra monitor. Let's see, Robert said, then it's a glance of the eyes to see something out on the other monitor. Exactly, Robert. And you and I have had this conversation before. When I was buying my system and Robert built his, I just didn't have time to build it. I paid someone else to do it, which is the guys that we have listed on our resources section for you to go ahead and contact if you're interested. And some of you have done that and have had good, my feedback I'm getting is you guys have had good results with them. So just being able to have multiple monitors and glance around and see what's happening. Yeah, Trader Will said they're a good company. They are. No, they're good guys. They really are. They will work with you. They will bust their butt to make it right for you, whatever it takes. Brenda said, who are they? If you go into the resource section, Brenda, of the website, you'll find them. There's a link to it under the trading resources. Right? Would you want to mention our company, guys, because you will not get the service that you will when they know it's us. Right? I'm telling you, 3 years after my warranty was over, they came back and spent hours on the phone with me. Right? Hours on the phone with me. Finally figured out what was wrong. They don't sell the part anymore. They found it on Amazon, sent me the link. I ordered it. I had to reinstall drivers, got back on the phone with them, and they helped me put the drivers in after my warranty was up. Yeah, Amelia bought her computer from them. She says, I love my new computer. She said it today. So her 6-pack, and she's got that 6 monitors, her 6-pack is just for trading, use it for nothing else. Kind of what I do. That's customer service. Well, exactly. Oh, no, they're good. They're really good. All right, so let's see. Will had put in a couple of symbols here. Wing is one. W-I-N-G. Who are these guys? Well, Wingstop. Okay. So we got to keep our eye on earnings, guys. We're back into the midst of earnings season again. Thanks, Will, for doing that and putting it up forward. I appreciate it. Yeah, so Will said we need a fib. I agree. Right now, what I normally trade. All right, so let's see, 85, 70, 87, 50. Good, okay, we've got enough room in there. I'm going to make this a little smaller. So $5, we're good. We don't need a fib in there, so we're good. All right. So, Will, I like where it's sitting right now. If we can get a close here and a bounce tomorrow, we're looking at 98, and then 100 would be the next target, I believe. Let's scrunch down, but actually, yeah, right about 100, 99.41. So we'd want to put a $100 price point in there. All right, we'll turn it into this red color. We'll turn it into a dot dash or dash dot. Oh, I got it right at 100. Look at that. Right? So we've got a good confluence there, 99.41 and 100. Yeah, Wilson, I'm trying for a run to 100. Well, guys, one of the strategies that we teach and use in Monster Market Movers is what I call approaching 100. Right? So I look for stocks that are between 90 and 98 in a bullish move headed up, and stocks between 110 and 102 headed down. And they tend to gravitate towards that $100 price point. Right? And Will said works great. Oh yeah, he said I learned it from you. No, it's a great strategy, and it's just kind of it just does it. It just moves. Right? Now, don't get me wrong. There are market conditions that whipsaw things. That is what it is. Right? If we break the 8, though, well, you got to be careful. I'd be cautious on that. XRX. All right, so on Xerox, we've got a fib already drawn. Not an expensive stock. I don't even know what these guys do anymore. I mean, what do they actually sell? I mean, you know, I guess they sell some copy machines, but they're not the top ones out there anymore that I know of. Holy mackerel. Okay. Will said, I'm going to show you what they sell, and typed it in, or copy and pasted it in. Provider of digital print technology related solutions, the company has the capabilities of imaging and printing data analytics and development of secure automated solutions. So let's do it this way. I forget you can't do that, right? Oh, let me do this. So Xerox, back in 14 was a almost $60 stock. It was a $250 stock in the late 90s, right? I mean, they just rocked, and it's just a different environment, a different place today, right? So Will, again, I like it at support. I like it where it's sitting at support. The fib is good right where it is there. So we're looking at 37 and 40 on the upside. Oh boy, it's a really small ATR, about 70 cents a day. And then the violation of that 35 half level is a game over for the bullish trade. Yeah. Robert, you are amazing. I don't know where you come up with this stuff. Okay. Let me see. All right. Cisco. CSCO, not SYCO, not the food guys. So Cisco had a great run there from late December into beginning of April, end of March, beginning of April. And then it got very choppy inside. We've got some bullishness going on right there, Will, but you've got to be careful of that 57, 53 above head, right? So there is resistance right there. The moving average is just about in the middle of the fibs, not quite, but close, the 8. Right, so I would be very careful on anything bullish on this one, or bearish, any kind of directional trade. Day trade, different story. It moves about $1.15, 17 or so per day. So again, it's not huge. Let me see. Let me go back. Well, all right. TTWO, Take Two Interactive. All right. A little higher price stock. So guys, we've got this nice move up, that V top. If we use this as our fib, we've violated already. Oh no, not quite. Thought we would have violated on the 618. Well, we broke the 382, right? So let's see, 101, 104, we're good. We broke down below the 8, which is a confluence of the 115 quarter level. It's got earnings coming out in a couple of weeks. You want to check them and confirm them, but August 1 is what we show right now. Again, you want to check and confirm. Back above the 115, Will, but 117 is resistance. So I am curious. You guys okay if I kind of take you into a diagonal spread on this? One for yes, two for no. Kind of show you what I look for. All right. Let me do that. So we're looking at TTWO right here, TTWO. I'm going to have to come back to this stock. Right, so it's a 5-minute chart. We're going to go and switch this over so we're looking at a bigger picture view of it, right? I'm not saying today is the right day, the right time. Just talking about what we look for in this spread. What could we possibly do? I'm going to take some notes. You may want to also, because this way you'll have the numbers written down. So right now, the very first thing I'm looking for is, guys, I'm going to go out and I'm going to find an option in the front week That's got a delta of about 40 or so. So we've got the 115 call. We're going to sell to open at, it says, $1. Good. The midpoint is $1. We're going off a mid, not bid and ask. We're taking the middle of it. We're going to take it at $1. That's what we're going to sell it for. So that's profit that comes in our pocket. I want to find at least 120 days out. So we've got to go to December. I want to find at least 100 open interest. I don't have it in December. So the next obvious month would be January of 20. I've got it there. 69 delta. So we've got the 105 call. We're going to buy to open 1675. Okay. So let me, where is that? Okay. Let me open my tracking sheet up. Or is it? Just never know what monitor it opens up on. All right. Let me get this for a second. Give me a moment so I can bring this over. Let me bring this up higher. I don't need any of that. Open. So I'm not going to worry about the symbol. The cost right now is 114.06. Forget about the entry rule. The expiration that we're looking to sell is 120. No, it's not 20. Is it 119? 117. Okay. So January 17th, 2020. We're looking at the 110, the 105 call. Right? We're going to buy that. I've had it written down at 1675. Okay. Now let me move this out of the way. Let me bring this back in here. Let's put it back in. Today is the 8th, right? Okay, good. So we're going to sell the 7/12 expiration. It was the 115 call, and we're selling it at $1. All right. So you've got to lay out $15.75 out of your pocket. Well, how do we figure that out? So if you look, the option cost you $16.75, but you're taking $1 in. So that's where we wind up at $15.75. Is right there. That's your cost. If you're not exercised, that gives you a 5.9% rate of return for the week. How many of you feel that's a really bad rate of return? If I could only get 5.97% for the week. Amy said, I'm in. Charles said, just awful. I'm talking about covered call traders that are saying this, guys, right? Will said, it's good. Grant said, that's about 5.5% better than my bank account interest. Here you go, Grant. I love it. So let me clear this off a second. Let me get rid of the drawing tools. So where did I see that? Brenda said, I saw 151 open interest in December. Yes, Brenda, you did. Okay. You saw 151, but it's a delta of 62. We don't trade 62. 65 to 85 is what we're looking for, right? So the open interest is great. It's the wrong delta. Let's see, where is it? Okay. So now you've got risk in this trade. Don't get me wrong. you absolutely unequivocally have risk in this trade. All right. And the biggest problem with diagonal spreads is traders don't understand their risk at all. They don't understand it. They place this trade and get their head handed to them because you don't know where your risks are. The risk is if they take the stock away now, you spent $15.75 and you're going to make $10 of stock profit. So you're underwater $5.75. Right? That's the biggest risk you're running in this trade. That's what you would be underwater right there. Now, what you're not or may not be considering is if you're right and the stock moves up a little bit, right? And let's say the stock moves up and next week I sell the 116, right? Because right now we're 5.75 weeks to break even. If this moves up and we can sell the 116 next week, we now drop to 4 3/4 weeks, right? And if it moves up to 117, we're able to sell. It's 3.75 weeks. So in other words, that weeks to break even says how long we have to go until if we kept going without being exercised before we would break even if we were exercised. We're working on this calendar right now, guys, for the Covered Call Explorer, where you're going to have this right online. So you'll go into the members area, and for your own candidates, you'll be able to pop those in there and calculate those. And I guess, I've been saying this for a couple of weeks now, or probably not as much as I should have. In my opinion, Covered Call Explorer is probably the most underutilized tool that we have. It's our smallest subscriptions of everything that we have, just plain and out as it is, guys. I'm not trying to hide it. It's the smallest subscription we've had. Now, don't get me wrong. We've more than doubled in the last 3 months because people are starting to hear me talk about it and saying, all right, I'm crazy not to do this, especially after they take the 2-week trial and go, ooh, yeah, why have I not been doing this all along? Yeah, and Charles just typed in, thank you, as I said that. Will said it's good, right? Amos said I'm in. Jeff said the probability of being exercised is minimal. Exactly, Jeff, because of the way that I analyze these, the deltas that I use, the standard deviations that we focus on, all of that gives us or puts us in the right place. But guys, you're looking at selling an option short-term, front week preferably, and buying an option really far out there, at least 120 days. So you're using the option as a proxy for the stock, right? Works extremely well, right? I am a huge advocate of it, guys. I mean, there's a lot of opportunity in there. And let me just go back here. You know what? I won't even do it. Somebody pick something in April, May. I don't care. Don't go further back than that. It'll take me longer to dig it out. Give me a week. Just give me a week in there. First week, second week, third week of April or May, I don't care. Just first one to type it in. Third week of what, Grant? April or May? Third week of May. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, right there. Okay. So, give me a second to resize a little bit. All right. So here is I wanted to keep those headers in there. Here is the diagonal spreads, right? Let me just scroll that out. Okay. So first one was Disney, right? 10.88% for the week. COF, 9.5. American Express, Kimberly, Clorox, Celgene, CSX. Guys, we're not talking about crap companies, excuse my French, right? These are quality stocks, every one of them. Well-known companies that we trade these on. And at a bad candidate at CSX, we were able to pull in 4% for the week. Isn't that horrible? Right? And I even tell you what the rule is. They're not all small move to the upside, right? So here you've got close above the 8, small move, a pullback, right? There's other rules for how we go about entering in here. But guys, you'll see 520. So I just counted 1, 2, 3. That's the third week of May. All right, is what we're looking at there. All right. So if you have an interest, awesome. If you don't, awesome. That's okay. Not everybody wants to make money, and I understand. Let's see. Karen asked for Boeing, big airplane. Let's put that one in. Right. So Boeing is sitting at the 618. We've got it. It is at a bearish bias right now. We broke the 618. I would look for that 328.71, Karen, as the next downside target. You just got to check Fibbits and see if it needs them. 28. Yeah, we do. There's definitely a Fibbit needed in here, Karen. So you want to split that level in half. And you'll have a resistance or support rather right about 340-ish, 41. Robert, did you want me to look at the symbol or are you just busting her chops? So Robert said, Judy loves Walmart. I don't know if he was just teasing on her. Look at the symbol. Okay, I got it. Guys, listen, I don't care how much money I make or how much money I have or how, how well or bad I would do in life. If I can get it cheaper somewhere, I'm going to buy it cheaper somewhere. If Walmart's got it cheaper than Amazon and they're going to deliver it to me, I'll get it from Walmart. I have no problem with it. So we've got a Fibonacci drawn on Walmart. We're looking at a zero line breakout right now, which is another, for those of you that are monster market movers traders, you want to add this one to your list. It's a great setup, guys. Let's add in a -136. Right, as our first target. So we don't have a lot of wiggle room, but come back to that 112. You're looking at about $1 or so of profit potential in there, on dollar on the stock, not on the option. Dollar on the stock. Walmart's not an expensive stock. Judith said, I love Walmart. I hold the stock and I use their pickup service every week. And it drives Bob crazy. It drives Robert crazy. Okay. Yeah, I'm good with if I love the fact, Judith, of not only do you buy from them, but you make money off of them. When I was an Amway distributor, they told us, you got to go to your barber shop and tell the barber if they don't buy the Amway products from you, you're not going to get your hair cut from them anymore. And so wait a second. How many people can they force to buy the Amway from? It's only one person that they're going to buy it from. You say, yeah, but you got to make sure you're the one. Oh, okay. Right? If I can get my barber to pay me money while I'm paying him money, it's a good deal. Hence, I didn't make it in Amway. But yep, you did, Robert. You said she loved it. Robert said we can tell how much Judy spends on Walmart with the way the stock price moves. All right, Amos, I will see you tonight in E-minis. Brenda's asking for SPY. Guys, if anybody else typed a symbol in there, go ahead and put it back in because there's just been way too many comments now. Brenda, I have yours. Right, so Brenda, we're sitting right near that 296 level. I'm looking at 300 as the next upside target. Look for the bounce off of the 8-moving average. And we put trades out on SPY and Qs almost every day, guys. Almost every day in Trade Watch alerts, we put them in there. Same thing on Qs. Brenda, 191 is the target. As for CAT, bigger picture, on Zoom, on Scrunch. There we go. Let's pull it out a little bit. So if we get the bounce off of here, Brenda, I like that 141.25 level for support. And oh no, we got to watch earnings. Too close. Before the yellow line. Doesn't work. Charles asked for Overstock. I love their commercials. People think we sell Overstock goods here. That's not what we do. Well, that's what you did. That's where you came from. That's where you started out as, is selling Overstock goods. I like that they finally crossed to the upside, Charles. They've been just bleeding, right? Way back here in August, bleeding from 45 down to 15, cut down to a third. That's because they can't get good Overstock products any longer. The thing that impresses me the most on them right now, Charles, is if we look at the ADX and the DMI, that ADX is soaring at 63.5. They're doing phenomenal. The DMI is okay, right? Number-wise, it's great. It's at 32. It's great. Pattern-wise, it's kind of sideways. It really hasn't risen to the upside like the ADX has. I would like to see a little bit more slope to the up on it. But I like them as a company. Nothing really to draw fibs on yet. Not bullish anyway. We could probably go ahead. Just not going to have any real dollars and cents in it. Yeah, well, actually we do. It's okay. I don't think we're going to get that steep in the numbers. So getting back to the 14.5 level, Charles, we're looking at 16 as the target. Yeah, one of the covered calls. Oh, I know. We've had it a couple of times in Covered Call Explorer. It's a good stock, right? And you can, Charles, can you make money on the downside even on covered calls? Charles, yep, Charles typed in yes. Let's see, Grant was asking for FedEx. All right, so definitely in a bearish bias. It's actually true bear on its bias, right? So we're looking at 151 as our first downside target. We definitely need a fib it inside of here. That's a big fib. So we need an 882 in there. Oh, no, 136. All right. So the 118 and 136 we need. So, guys, right off of that, oh, Grant, I love it. I mean, I love where that moving average has a confluence around that 8 moving average and the fib line, that fib at the 160.80. You're looking at about 151 as our target. Oof, very sweet. Yep, Robert, you're right. Sounds like the FedEx guy is there with the dogs barking. Someone's making a delivery. It definitely isn't UPS because they didn't bark enough. They bark just when they hear his truck. He doesn't even have to stop. They can't stand that guy. Let's see. All right, I think I got them all. I think I got all the questions in. All right, guys, so keep your eyes open for that free online workshop. We are going to have a blast, and you are going to get some great information on what it takes to get yourself to that next level, right? If that's what you want to do, you know, for trading like a pro. Let's see. Very awesome. Yep, got all of the questions there. So with that, guys, listen, go ahead. Amelia, can you do me a favor? Can you drop in a link to Covered Call Explorer? Guys, you had a 2-week trial on it. If you want to learn how we trade the diagonals, you want to see all the candidates, take it for 2 weeks. It's free. Free is my favorite number in the world. If it's free, it's for me. Go ahead and take advantage of that. Okay, just making sure I'm not missing questions here. I don't know why it keeps jumping up on me. Make sure you take advantage of it, guys. If you haven't taken the trial before, go ahead and take it. Don't take it if you've used it, all right? That would not be good because the trial only works the first time. Cool. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, you got it, Robert. We will catch you on the rebound. I'm going to leave the room open for a couple of minutes because Amelia just dropped in the link to Covered Call Explorer. So go ahead and check it out, right? And again, when you click here to subscribe, guys, you'll see right at the bottom of the page, 30-day access, credit card will be charged after the 2-week trial, right? At $119 a month. All right, you get the first 2 weeks free. You go for it. All right, Rosemary, I will see you tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful rest of your day. God bless. And I appreciate you taking time out of your schedule. I will see you all at our next update. Take care, folks. See you soon.